Hello folks, and welcome back to True Stories with me, Sherry Wiens. I hope you guys are having a safe and happy week, and today's story is a quick update on the sentencing hearing with Jaskirat Sidhu, who is the responsible driver in the Humboldt Broncos crash that killed 16 people. Now, Mr. Sidhu has been, was pled guilty in January to 16 counts of dangerous driving, causing death, and 13 counts of dangerous driving causing bodily harm. Now, he was sentenced to 8 years for each count and 5 years for each count of bodily harm. So 8 years for each count of causing death and 5 years for each count causing bodily harm. The sentences are to be served concurrently, and that this actually really does set a precedent and has created for some conversation in and around seatbelts on the buses, and that they are important as far as safety goes. Many of the people that were killed in this accident, it was because they were flying through the air during what had happened in the collision. Had they have had seatbelts as an option, perhaps we may have been able to save some lives regardless that this crash happened. Now, when this crash happened on April 6th, the sentencing hearing had heard that Sidhu had, been going between 86 and 96 kilometers an hour when he passed 4 signs warning him about the upcoming intersection at the Saskatchewan Road. Now, he even passed an oversized stop sign with flashing lights. His vehicle was on cruise control, and due to not seeing these signs, he proceeded right through the intersection and collided with the Humboldt Broncos bus that was carrying 29 people in total. 13 of those people survived, some of which are still suffering and will be suffering for the rest of their lives from devastating effects after such a tragic event. The victim impact statements totaled 90 victims that spoke over a process of nearly a week that Mr. Sidhu sat patiently through, listening to the heartache and the pain that he has caused so many people. He did take full responsibility for the crash that happened. And, even though he is a lower experienced truck driver, it looks as if he will not be able to return to that type of a position in the future. Now, regardless of the judge's decision, it's known that if Mr. Sidhu received a punishment greater than 6 months, not being a Canadian citizen, he would face deportation to India upon serving his sentence here. Now, the immigration lawyers have also stated that there is little that Mr. Sidhu will be able to do in order to remain in Canada. And, with his sentence, he won't have a right to appeal the deportation order. Some of the victims that survived this catastrophic collision suffer from broken ribs, brain damage, brain injuries, broken shoulders, broken bones, concussions, fractures, breaks, all kinds of devastating injuries from this crash. So due to his sentence running concurrently, he will actually only serve 8 years in prison and have a 10-year driving license ban afterwards. However, I believe he will be facing deportation after his sentence is served. I hope that this sentencing hearing has brought some peace and closure to the Humboldt Bronco victims, and I hope that they can find some solace knowing that this man will not be returning to the road to be distracted by anything in order to potentially cause another devastating collision. If you folks enjoyed this story update with me, a thumbs up would be a great support. I appreciate that. If you have any comments to add, tell me your thoughts about whether or not he will face the deportation once he serves his sentence. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that he should be allowed to stay within the country even after serving his sentence? I love hearing from you folks, and I appreciate your viewing and support. Thank you for watching True Stories with me, Sherry Wiens. We'll see you again next time, and stay safe out there. Bye for now.